You get really jumpy in this place.
Yeah, you do.
It's
like I can't. It's like it makes me kind of want to like mess with you all the time too. Just like pretend like I'm seeing things that aren't there.
Like you when I first got here and all the lights were off. I looked down that dark hallway and I was like, nope. Back, G-Man. I'm gonna watch that video again.
Oh God!
You did it. You did the sex. I've been following him on Instagram. He's actually pretty funny.
What's his name?
I don't remember. No, because it's like a weird.
I don't worry about it.
Instagram tag, but he just does. It's just like because he always plays his own characters.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, that's kind of like the from the old Vine age.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. It's like wholesome content a lot of the time too.
Well, yeah, let me just do it.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape. Hi, everybody.
Ew. Damn. So, yeah, Tommy and I just realized that tables can move.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a mind-blowing thing.
We just got a lot more comfortable in our recording.
Next big thing is like a sliced bread and the wheel.
What's sliced bread?
You know, the big thing. This is the best thing since sliced bread. You never heard that before?
I don't know what sliced bread is.
Bread that is sliced.
Yeah, that took you a minute to catch on to that. Wait, oh my God.
Were you messing with me? Oh.
Yeah, because I don't know what sliced bread is.
I don't know. Maybe you're just having like you just didn't.
Am I having a stroke?
I don't know. You're smelling bread.
Jesus.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, we are two special people.
Mm.
Oh my God. So how you doing?
Good. I just now as we were talking, I discovered a cool website.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is it called Pornhub.com?
No. just discovered that.
Yeah.
No, it's called Bloody Disgusting.
Oh God, what? Oh, it's
like no, it's not. It's not like
it's
weird
like
torture.
bombs were.
It's not weird torture porn.
Oh,
or
okay.
anything.
It's like, oh no.
No, it's like movie reviews. It's just
okay.
but like more like horror related.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they have like their own like. I just saw they have a whole like they have 7 podcasts.
Oh really?
Yeah, all about like there's one that's just like a creepy horror podcast. One called Horror Queers. Nightmare on Film Street. So I was just like, oh, cool. I'm going to check these out.
See what they're all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out this week and let you know if there's anything cool.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of articles on video games. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Send me the link so I can check it out too.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
If I remember.
I'll just text it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've been enjoying your birthday presents.
Oh yeah, tell the kiddos what you got.
Yeah, Tommy got me some birthday gifts. Brain fart. Well, first of all, I built the Legos.
You did?
Yeah. Did you get my pictures as I was building it?
Oh yeah, I was kind of.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, he just got me like this like little like fun little Mandalorian set of like Legos. Like there's a little like jetpack or not jet bike.
It's just like a bunch of different not the Mandalorian.
Yeah, just a different like it's a different color. It's a color collection of Mandalorians. Yeah, a little because Tommy and I are both kind of like fans of like models or action figures, toys of the sort, and like having them on display in like some type of sequence in our places and whatnot. So.
Yeah, it's like our version of tchotchkes.
Yeah,
it's like our tchotchkes.
Mm-hmm. He also got me the graphic novel of The Boys.
Have you started reading that?
I haven't started reading that one yet because I want to get through Venom first, and which is the other one that he got me, which was a Venom graphic novel, which seems like it's the beginning of one of the there's a symbiote that I know that it's getting introduced in this series.
Like a new symbiote, right?
Yeah. I don't think this isn't 100%. I mean, it's newer, but it's not like within the last year because it's a collection of comics. Yeah. And I've only heard about this newer symbiote, and it's supposed to be more vicious because it's kind of like it's uncontrollable, unlike how Carnage is kind of like controlled by Cletus Cassidy in a way, or like they symbiote together. But yeah, I'm only at the beginning of it, so I'm still kind of learning what's happening.
Kind of got like a weird like Deadpool symbiote vibe.
Kind of. It seems a lot more psychotic than that. It's almost more like mindless.
Oh.
It seems.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Like it's like hungry for killing. Because it definitely, because you know how like Venom at first kind of like has that hunger for death and whatnot?
Does it have teeth?
Yes.
It does. Yeah.
It seems like it could be just kind of like a growth, like the suppression from Venom, like Venom starting to become more like the anti-hero and like Brock,
like Agent Venom.
Yeah, well, like Flash Thompson, who when he had the Venom symbiote, he became a secret agent. Yeah, as Venom, and he was able to control the Venom symbiote very well and like suppressed a lot. Eddie Brock has always been a lot more out of control in the Venom symbiote, but was still has been able to suppress a lot of like the Venom, like the anger and like killing and whatnot. So I think it could just be it's a cancerous growth inside of the Venom symbiote that hasn't been able to kill.
And this is Miles Morales, right?
Yeah, Miles Morales is going to be in. Yeah,
he's the Spider-Man in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but I don't think this is Ultimate Universe. I think this is Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm at the beginning of it, and right now so far it's just been Eddie getting captured by a guy who I don't recognize, but like, he's like older, like he's like older, but like is apparently like older, like he had a symbiote attached to him that made him live longer, type thing.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of cool.
So yeah, I'm really curious to see where that goes. But yeah, then once I'm done with that, then I'm gonna start reading The Boys, because The Boys is a lot longer,
a lot more content.
Yeah, wait, was that just volume 1, or was that the entire collection?
That's Omnibus Volume 1.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think there's only 2 or 3.
I think there's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many issues it is. I'm just curious what the comparison is between the show and...
I mean, I've done a lot of reading on it already that I already know of. Like I know that Black Noir's character is 100% different between the show and the comic.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Huh.
But yeah, and then also got Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which I didn't realize that it was actually titled Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I thought it was Zelda.
Which is, I was going to say, if you don't know, it's just Dynasty Warriors, but Zelda themed.
Yeah.
Basically.
But I mean, well, they did Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U like years back.
Oh, I forgot about the Wii U.
Yeah, so like this is their second version of doing like a Dynasty Warriors type game with Zelda characters.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually get the remastered version of the first Hyrule Warriors on the Switch, but yeah, I was just I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I was looking at the case, and I was like, oh yeah, it is called just Hyrule Warriors. It's a Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
That's a lot of titles for one game.
There's no Legend of Zelda.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I've been really enjoying that. And yeah, if you enjoy Dynasty Warriors and games of that, just a fun hack and slash.
Kind of mindless, just, right?
Yeah, it's kind of mindless. Each character has their own unique way of fighting and whatnot, learning the different ways how each character gets controlled and whatnot. You can find your favorite character, level them up. Obviously, my favorite so far is obviously Link. I mean, Link is just always a badass. And then Impa is really cool to control because she's super fast, and like you get this like absorbing ability things. You activate runes, and then the more runes you have, the more shadow creations of yourself you create. So then you're like,
I think I saw gameplay of this at some point.
And so like it's like
Sounds
Impa,
familiar.
and then she has like, when you get 3 runes, you have like 6 more on, like 3 on each side of you, of like shadow of you, like doing the same attack, just like attacking hordes.
Yeah.
And then as you like master your combos and whatnot, just like you can just take out like 20 creatures and like 20 goblins in like a second. It's really like she's really cool to play. But it's very like you have to like absorb enough like energy from like, or runes from enemies to like get to that point. And then it like, but yeah, I don't know, that's really fun. And Zelda, she's fun to control. She just kind of like, I don't know, her attacks are like kind of like all of her attacks revolve around the synthesis stuff. So like the chronosis, the magnesis, the stasis, and the bomb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's that one character who's also like blonde but covers their face? You can use them in Smash Bros.
Sheik?
Yeah, who's that?
That's Zelda.
That is Zelda, right? Okay.
Yeah, you've never played Ocarina of Time. There's going to be a lot of people that just heard you ask that question that are like losing their shit.
Like the whole time you're talking about it, it's just like that whole joke. I guess it's not a meme of it, but that whole like people talking about Link, but they're calling Link Zelda.
Oh yeah,
that whole like thing makes Zelda fans lose their fucking minds.
Yeah. But
Sheik.
So Sheik is Zelda in disguise in Ocarina of Time.
It's not a really great disguise, but okay.
I mean, you can play the game, yeah. Dude. When you're the first time you're playing that game and you realize that Sheik is actually Zelda, your mind is blown.
Is that your favorite one?
Ocarina?
Mm-hmm.
It's up. And my favorite is Link to the Past.
Okay. Still got to beat Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, you do. You've only gotten one divine beast, and
I haven't even beat the boss in it yet. Jesus. Well, ever since Animal Crossing, it's like I'm second priority to the Switch, which is fine. But
yeah, that's fair. But yeah, but like Impa in Age of Calamity, she's a Sheikah, which is the tribe. So like that, they're like the tribe of ninja type characters in Hyrule and whatnot. And Impa trained Zelda how to be a Sheikah. So then when Zelda went into hiding in Ocarina, she just went as
So she's a Sheikah named Sheik?
Yes.
Solid.
Well, a Hylian, because their race are Hylians from Hyrule.
Some great writing right here. But you just been like playing that?
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I mean, pausing and watching and talking with friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend's short film gets released in about a week.
Oh, cool.
And I did a voiceover for that. I'm his manager on the phone.
Oh, yeah, that's the one you've been working on with.
Yeah, I mean, I personally only worked like 20 minutes on it, really. I just recorded my lines and sent them over to him while we were like face chatting and recorded my stuff.
I feel like he's been working on that for a minute.
I mean, he finished it about 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to get released about a week ago, but the company that's releasing it kind of they're having delays, so it's just kind of like sitting there finished on hold. I mean, hey, the movie business, bud.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, in any other way, it's like I did kind of like I went through the script with him and kind of like talked through, like, because him and I are both like our roots are in theater together.
Mm-hmm.
We did high school theater together, and then he went through theater in Eastern Washington, and I went through theater at Cornish. And just recently he has been getting interested in doing film. So since I had, like, you know, my time working with film and whatnot and learning all of that behind the scenes stuff, learning a little bit about script, like film screenplay writing, which is very much of a different art form than playwriting. So kind of like seeing his script and just giving him an idea, like, on how formatting works for screenplay writing, and how to, like, really, like, because with screenplay writing, you want to focus a lot. You want to have good description in there on, like, a lot of, like, what you're visually seeing.
Mm-hmm.
As well as your dialogue and whatnot, because you want to have you want to make sure that who your director of photographer is, or who the director is, they have an idea of what the idea is, especially if you're the director writing it. You know, there's a lot more to it than also knowing, like, if you're going to be interior or exterior and all that stuff. So then people know lighting, you know, what they're doing for stuff and whatnot, as opposed to like playwriting, where it's more or less almost all just dialogue. Yeah, just dialogue, because you're just in a setting that's just kind of fixed.
Yeah, like, yeah, that makes sense. Never actually thought about it that way before.
There's a fly.
I hate you.
Oh yeah.
Like a cat looking at the demons in the corner. I don't know why it freaks me out. I don't like that there's windows behind me either. Like,
Jesus. Have you did you see what's going on with Keanu Reeves
no.
and Constantine?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I sent you that thing on Instagram. Well,
Did you send me that?
Yeah. Yeah. I love Constantine. We'll send you that.
I think I saw something like I've been seeing a lot more where like they're possibly starting like the Dark DCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a possible Constantine. Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
like a sequel.
I've seen
or a reboot.
I've seen more than just one thing. Like,
I've only seen one thing.
Yeah, if you sent me the
Well, because I meant to do more reading about it too, but when I saw it on Instagram, yeah, and I sent it to you, but it was one of those like, oh, this is cool, but I couldn't tell if it was like fan art. You know what I mean? Like someone just wanted to make another Constantine poster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it looked like.
That's what it did look like. But you've actually heard some little bit of rumors.
Yeah, there's it's more than just kind of like fan art. There's some rumblings happening around.
Oh, my mom's gonna be stoked about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think Keanu said something about like Constantine 2 being a possibility.
I would love another Constantine. That's a cool movie.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting. It's like, I don't know.
What?
I was just thinking, like, there was something that I read about, like, it'd be cool to see him back on screen with the smoking and whatnot, but at the end of the movie, he wasn't smoking. He quit smoking.
Yeah,
because
he got a new lease on life.
Yeah, exactly. So he was chewing gum. Remember Shia LaBeouf in that movie?
Yeah, showing up as spoiler alert, shows up as an angel at the end, wearing Gabriel's clothes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Weirdly, I don't know. That was a whole. To this day, I don't really get what happened there.
Why he's an angel?
Why he's an angel? He's wearing Gabriel's clothes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't understand any of that. But
I didn't get any of that.
I mean, I like Shia LaBeouf actually, but like,
you mean Post Malone without tattoos?
I've never thought of that.
Ever since someone pointed that out, I can't unsee it. They're like twins. They look so much alike. It's crazy.
That is crazy to think about, yeah.
Isn't it?
But no, because he's Constantine's little sidekick at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know?
What was his name? It'll come to me.
Have you seen that music video type thing of like Shia LaBeouf? Like,
Sia?
No, like Shia LaBeouf in the woods. And there's like
I just know that music video. Wasn't he in a
he's in a Sia music video.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a amazing music video.
Because there were like two that came out back to back that were really good by Sia.
Yeah,
or whoever directed them.
Chandelier, and I think the one that he's in is Chandelier.
Because they both have the little dancing girl, right?
Yeah. Maybe Chandelier is not the one that he's in, but he's definitely he is in one with her, and it's in the bird cage.
And then there's one where she's dancing around like a torn down mansion. That's Chandelier.
That's Chandelier. That's Chandelier. Yeah. But no, I'll have to show it to you afterwards. But it's kind of like it's a little it's kind of cheeky, but like very amusing. It's the Shia LaBeouf musical.
The Shia LaBeouf musical.
Yeah, I think it's like 12 minutes long, or not even that long. It's like, but it's like you're walking through the woods and you drop your phone and you turn around and then there's Shia LaBeouf. It's really weird.
I didn't know that you were a Shia LaBeouf fan.
I love Shia LaBeouf, dude. So he had Honey Boy and
I heard Honey Boy was really good.
Peanut Butter Falcon came out within a couple of months of each other, and Peanut Butter Falcon is really good.
Honey Boy's about him as a kid, and he plays his dad, right?
Yes. Okay. And tearjerker for me. Well, Peanut Butter Falcon is him meeting a young man with Down syndrome, and the young man with Down syndrome wants to be a professional wrestler. And the Dakota Johnson plays the man's with the guy with Down syndrome. I can't remember his name. His like caretaker, because he's essentially in this like small town. There's nowhere for him to live, to be taken care of, so he lives in an old folks home, in a retirement home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he escapes. It's like a Mark Twain-esque story set in modern times, It's a really cool.
Oh yeah, you've explained this to me.
Yeah. It's really cool, and like, I really liked it. It definitely has like the critics kind of hit and miss and whatnot, but the young man that has Down syndrome, and that he's actually has Down syndrome, it was really cool. Like he is phenomenal in the movie. Like I'm really all about that whole, like, you know, try to cast the people. Like I know, like you know, a lot of people, like, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, and what have you, like they have played people with like mental disabilities and whatnot. What?
Nothing.
What?
No,
we can edit it.
No, I was just thinking of Tropic Thunder.
Oh, okay. You can just say that. You're like, I'm thinking of Tropic Thunder,
no,
and everybody knows what you're talking about.
No, but I was stopping myself because I was about to.
You were about to say it?
I was about to. Do not say that. That movie's phenomenal.
Fuck.
I gotta watch that movie again. That movie is like it came out at the perfect time. Like if it were to come out any later, it would have been ripped a new asshole for being so politically incorrect.
It's really interesting. I mean, dude, no, it's like even still, like it's kind of like people like tear that movie apart for how. Yeah,
but then very well deserved.
It's really interesting about it is there's also a lot of people that are like still very liberal that will defend that movie because they're like, it's so aware of itself on what it's doing.
That's the thing. The identity of that movie is very, very self-aware of what it is. I mean,
it's making a commentary on what this commentary is.
Yeah, even the beginning with the trailer section. Yeah, that movie is like a stroke of comedic genius. It really is.
I mean, it took Ben Stiller, I think, 10 years to write.
I had no idea he wrote that.
He's one of the writers.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
that's
him and one of his friends.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Tom Cruise.
Oh, God, yeah.
I just recently, that scene did come up when he's talking to one of the bad guys in it that take, what's his name, hostage. He takes
Ben Stiller's hostage? Wait.
Yeah, he gets them on the phone and they're trying to do their ransom note. And then Tom Cruise takes it and just freaks the fuck out. Yeah.
I will fuck you.
Yeah. I will bring down an ungodly amount of fire. I will fuck you up. And the guy's just standing like all wide-eyed. It was so good. I love a good freak out.
Yeah, that's not Nicolas Cage.
But like, you know, like Rocco and Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah,
that, you know, those kind of freak.
That's so good.
I like will watch a movie with a scene like that just to get to that scene. You know, I killed your fucking cat.
I will blow my fucking brains out if you can give me the name of the goddamn cat.
What color was it? Oh god. But yeah, sorry. Peanut Butter Falcon. Continue. Fun little.
That was a nice side tangent.
Yeah, side tangent. Oh, but what you were saying about it being like a Mark Twain, it's very clear, even from just these.
I think that's what it was inspired by.
It even like I'm looking at one right here, and it's poster. Thank you. I just thanked myself. It very clearly has the identity of
a Mark
Twain kind of feel to it
without the racism.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
No, I'm saying.
Okay.
And also, no, did you read Huck Finn or Tom Sawyer in high school?
Yeah, not in high school.
Not in high school.
Middle school.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So
we had weird reading lists.
Yeah,
like the timing of it. Like everyone I know pretty much read that in high school.
I mean, Huck Finn was freshman year of high school.
I think we read. I don't remember what we read. I know that I read it pretty early.
And then like sophomore year was Old Yeller, which I figured.
Never read Old Yeller.
Oh, really?
I know. I think our freshman year we did Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah, I did Romeo and Juliet freshman year.
I remember that one because we watched the 60s
mm-hmm.
class, the one with the Zac Efron looking motherfucker.
Yeah,
he looks so much like Zac Efron. It's crazy. Or Zac Efron looks so much like him. It's crazy.
There you go. Yeah. And then let's see what else we did. I think the first one we read in freshman year was To Kill a Mockingbird.
Love To Kill a Mockingbird.
It's
my mom's favorite book.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I played Jem in the high school production of that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a really good book.
It is. So peanut butter falcon. We keep getting really sidetracked.
That's a side beat for you.
Yeah, this is, and people are now getting a really good taste of what conversations actually sound like with us.
Yeah, with no real rhyme or reason.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say, Peanut Butter Falcon? I mean, I
why is it called Peanut Butter Falcon?
Because that's the wrestling name that.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a really great scene. Because like Shia LaBeouf's character is kind of like a guy that is he's not running from the law, but it's like this is such like a middle of the fucking nowhere type of story, like where there's really no law enforcement and whatnot. So just like people just kind of like do things on their own.
Yeah.
Take care of their own like beef and whatnot, and he's in debt to these people, so he's running from people, and he keeps kind of like bringing up like how he's not like that good of a person and whatnot. So there's a great redemption story for Shia LaBeouf's character through it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the great scene where he's kind of like he's talking to what's the character's name that has Down syndrome?
So Zach.
Thank you.
The actor's
name.
Yeah,
the actor's name is Zach too. Yeah. So Zach, he's talking with Zach, and he's kind of like coaching him on
Thomas Hayden Church is in this.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I really like Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, he's the wrestler that
Saltwater Redneck.
Yeah, he's the wrestler that Zach is like is his idol. So like the part of the journey is to get to him, so then he can train Zach to be a wrestler.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And like so he's just kind of like they're like around a bonfire, and like Shia LaBeouf's character is like giving Zach some like not praise, but building him up. He's like building him up and whatnot, and he's like getting all like hyped up and whatnot, and Zach's just like yeah, and he's putting peanut butter all over his face and whatnot, and Shia LaBeouf's like what are you doing? He's like, I'm becoming the Peanut Butter Falcon. It's really awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then so going back, Honey Boy was the other movie that came out recently for Shia LaBeouf, and yeah,
how the hell did we get here? Oh, Constantine. Right.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are we talking about Shia LaBeouf?
Because I also really like Shia LaBeouf, and like so I'll just like quickly So Honey Boy, about his his childhood, pretty much more or less being on Even Stevens, and then like it also like and then like him going into his young 20s and like early like late teens and whatnot, and the anger problems and the issues that Shia LaBeouf had. It's pretty much it's a autobiographical movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really interesting, and I think really honest, because he went to like rehab for like anger management.
Oh,
because he like
I never got an angry vibe from him.
Oh no, you watch Honey Boy and you see like because of his father's abuse towards him, he was just a really messed up person. Huh. So he wasn't really it was more like he would just unravel.
Yeah.
And like yeah. But no, Honey Boy was really, really good, and his portrayal of his father, and his father's pretty much a circus clown, like hired rodeo clown, it's a con man as well. So,
who's Dakota Johnson
from 50 Shades Grey?
Oh, is she the main? I was like, I know that name, but I'm not.
She's the main actress in Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any? Like, we've been talking for a half hour for just like random stuff. Do you have any points that you want to bring up?
Not really. I mean, there's a couple. Like we kind of are so off the whole holiday thing. I think
that is so true.
Let's just keep it going. Started watching a cool show today.
What's that?
Speaking of like, if we want to segue over to like sci-fi, it's called Alien Worlds. And like, Mom, if you're listening to this, definitely watch it, because basically what it does is it talks about planets that we have discovered outside of our own solar system. And just kind of goes into how these planets, like the first episode goes into how they finally were, basically a telescope has a hard time or can't see a planet because it doesn't actually emit its own light like a star does. Mm-hmm. So they figure out that you can start seeing planets when they're going past their stars, because the light frequency will go down, and it just kind of goes into just the discovery of other planets. But then it goes into speculation of how these planets would work in the form of alien life based on evolutionary tendencies that we have seen on our planet. So it goes like this hypothetical alien, if this like Atlas, this one planet that was discovered, because of its rotation and its proximity to the sun, it's probably this kind of planet. So what kind of creatures could live on here? And then they take examples from our planet to kind of speculate life. And what's cool is it like very like Planet Earth documentary style, but then it actually goes on to these like planets and they CG create these aliens.
Interesting.
And then jump back to Earth and go, oh yeah, a scorpion has this kind of tendency. So
it's kind of educational.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi educational.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really. I watched like 2 episodes today.
So it's definitely not fiction.
No,
yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's kind of like you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt because it's so speculative.
What is it on?
Netflix.
It's just on Netflix. Oh, okay, cool.
And it's like at the end of the day, it's
is
like,
it a Netflix original?
I think so.
Okay,
but it's like you kind of take it with a grain of salt because at the end of the day, it's like they are using scientific evidence of what we've seen, but also you're talking about a planet that we're not anywhere in the near future are we going to be able to visit. So it's kind of like speculation, but it's kind of, it's fun speculation, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's what scientists do all the time.
Yeah, it's really interesting and like creepy.
Oh yeah. How long is an episode?
Like 45
minutes.
Yeah, like the standard kind of like like a National Geographic kind of like
yeah.
series. But yeah, it was just kind of cool. And it's creepy because space shit freaks me out really bad.
Yeah, I mean, space stuff can get me too.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
If I'm I'll actually have a hard time falling asleep if I watch like an alien, not like an alien sci-fi, but like alien abduction story.
No, really?
Yeah, no, I've always had a weird fear of being abducted by aliens since I was a kid. It's like
they took me to the spaceship.
I shouldn't say it's I don't know. It's kind of it's the fear of the unknown. Would
you become like the dad from Independence Day? The raging drunk.
Oh man, what does he say? He's like, "Hey guys, I'm back!" As he like flies into the spaceship.
Who is that again?
Randy
Quaid.
Yeah, Randy Quaid.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. It blows my mind. They're related. They're just so two different people.
Yeah.
Like not even just physically, they look so different.
Yeah.
But then also just like their acting and their demeanor, they're just such different people. Because I mean, Randy Quaid, I always just think of National Lampoon.
Oh, same. Yeah.
With the horrible white
cousin
Eddie.
Cousin Eddie. Yeah.
Cousin Eddie.
He's emptying out his trailer in Christmas Vacation. The wife opens the door and he's like, "Shitter's full."
But yeah, so that was kind of cool. I mean, that's like the only like new thing, and then I just have fallen out of video games and kind of general.
I mean, Age of Calamity is what's kind of keeping me kind of going. I did start playing this like fun like 2D platformer called Goblin Knight or Goblin King, Goblin Sword.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just it's a fun like Castlevania style ghosts and goblins type thing. Like kill the monsters.
Yeah,
get the weapon upgrades. Fight the bosses type thing.
I think you should play Karagon.
Karagon, is that the one where you're the alien?
Yeah, you're the monster.
Yeah, no, that looked really fun.
It's really fun.
Do you want to switch gears and actually talking about some holiday stuff, since this is supposed to be a holiday episode? Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, yeah, I guess that's something that was just I was thinking about that was kind of interesting is, do you have any like Christmas movies? Basically, how do I word this? What are some movies you associate with Christmas that aren't Christmas movies?
Well, I mean, obviously Die Hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, because I was thinking about it because I don't know what spurred this, but we started rewatching all the Lord of the Rings.
Do you associate those with Christmas?
Yeah, and I was watching it, I was like, I don't know what it is about these movies.
Came out around Christmas time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I'm like, did that really, like, going to see those like basically every Christmas just made my brain
possibly
associate.
I mean,
or is it because it's the fantasy?
It could be that. It could also be, I don't know, maybe like it was Christmas time when you would get all the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff. I remember like the trilogies, like when they actually released them all 3 together, it was a holiday thing.
Yeah.
Like, that was like everybody was getting that for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe that is what it is. I was just thinking, because even then I was like, yeah, Die Hard definitely. For me, Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter I associate with Christmas.
Maybe it's the weird fantasy element, and Santa Claus is a fantasy thing,
and elves,
and then you know Christmas time is all just fantasy and anyway.
Well, because even a couple like
there is a fantastical idea and element to the idea of Christmas and the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah,
you know, elves, Santa, Rudolph.
Well, then even like
Frosty the Snowman.
Harry Potter always pretty much every Harry Potter until like the end ones touch on Christmas. They like talk about it because it's a full year of school.
That is true, yeah.
So there's always a Christmas scene at some point, just even if it's real quick. Mm-hmm. So I just thought I was just kind of like, but then it's like I don't associate Star Wars with Christmas, and those also usually come out on
the newer ones, yes, but not the originals or the prequels.
The prequels didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
no, they were all summer blockbusters.
Oh, maybe that really is what it is, just because when they were released.
Possibly.
Oh.
I don't know if Return of the King though was released around holiday time. Maybe it wasn't. I remember Fellowship definitely was released around holiday time. Mm-hmm. But
yeah,
I can't remember.
My mom and I went to go see
but I can't think off the top of my head Two Towers or Return of the King. I don't think I saw Two Towers in the theater.
Something kind of crazy about Lord of the Rings, because I mean they're at this point. I'm getting to be 20 years old, which is mind blowing. The first one came out in 2001, then 2, and then 3. Mm-hmm. I never thought this would happen. The CG kind of looks dated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching it and I was like, what happened?
What happened to my childhood?
Yeah, I was like, this movie looks old. No.
What have I become?
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know why. I just thought like for some reason, because they're such blockbuster hits, that for some reason the CG would keep up with the times. But
nope, not at all.
It doesn't. Like when it was, I think what really pointed out it was when in Two Towers, when the orcs are attacking the Rohinians on their like wolf things.
Yeah, that
was the moment where I was like, ooh.
What about when Legolas is clearly CGI, like surfing down on an elephant? Elephant.
That's Return of the King. I haven't gotten there yet.
That's Return of the King?
Yeah. Oh. The elephant, the big elephant things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the final battle.
They all fucking blend together for me. The Two Towers and Return of the King really blends together for me.
Well, I do like that Legolas does all the coolest shit. He has the coolest stunts.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that'd be kind of annoying. Like, why does he get to do all the cool shit?
Because he's the elf, man.
Like sliding down with a shield, shooting arrows and shit. No. And then, like, weirdly, not even weirdly, Batman Returns.
Well, Batman Returns happens
at Christmas.
Christmas time, yeah.
Yeah, but it's, like, not a Christmas movie, but it is.
It's definitely in a list of, like, unconventional Christmas movies. Like, I actually looked up one, here. Let me look. I looked up 20, I think it was 20 unconventional Christmas movies is what I found. It's from Taste of Cinema. That's what I was looking at. Tasteofcinema.com if you want to check out their stuff. So yeah, these are like 20 your unconventional Christmas movies. Some of them I'm not too familiar with. So like number 20 was Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is kind of like a B horror movie. Mystery Science Theater 3000 did a thing of Santa Claus from 1959. Less Than Zero, which is that's just a movie that happens to be around Christmas time, like Batman Returns. They have The Ref and Bad Santa on as like the same number because Bad Santa, of course. Bad Santa, I think it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
it's a very unconventional, like very dark Christmas story, but it's a Christmas story. And then The Ref, happening on Christmas. That's kind of a Christmas story too.
They actually, they got a lot of. I just went on their website. They have a lot of cool articles.
Yeah, they do
about this.
Monty Python's Life of Brian, Eyes Wide Shut, In Bruges, Gremlins.
In Bruges.
It happens around Christmas. I know I haven't really seen it, but I know that it happens around Christmas time.
It does? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Edward Scissorhands, which I wouldn't really consider Edward Scissorhands like a Christmas movie. Even like I wouldn't even really put it in unconventional Christmas movies. I mean, kind of, because I guess it is the beginning. It's a Christmas Eve night when a narrator is sharing the story,
and
it ends during Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. With Edward Scissorhands, that kind of falls in that weird category of like Nightmare Before Christmas. Of like, is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
I consider A Nightmare Before Christmas more of a Christmas movie than a Halloween movie because it's centered so much more around Christmas and
him stealing Christmas.
Stealing Christmas and Jack realizing the error of his way of trying to overtake something that isn't rightfully his, and him finding his true self for Halloween through Christmas.
That's one of the best songs in that movie. Jack's lament after he gets shot out of the sky.
What have I done? Yeah,
that's a good one.
So The Long Kiss Goodnight, which I always forget about that movie. It's a great fucking movie. Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis. Iron Man 3.
What number are you at?
Number 10. And so this is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. They just have them listed out really quick. The Long Kiss Goodnight, Iron Man 3, The Last Boy Scout, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's totally
I really wouldn't consider that a Christmas movie as well. It's one of those things where it's like, the argument is like, just because it happens on Christmas or around Christmas doesn't make it a Christmas movie, which you can argue with Die Hard, yes, but there's also still so much of like kind of a strange Christmas element inside of Die Hard. Like not like a Christmas, like not like a It's a Wonderful Life type of Christmas element.
Yeah.
But there's like more of like, I feel like there's still something more Christmas-esque in a Die Hard than there would be in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
But what is that element that you're thinking?
I don't know.
That's I'm like, honestly, if you put those two side by side and you say Die Hard is, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang isn't, that no, it's like they both are.
Well, okay,
in the same vein.
All right, here.
Especially those two.
How about this? Kiss Kiss Bang Bang has a moment of it being on Christmas, while the rest of the movie has nothing. There's a Christmas party in it. And then then the rest of the timeline unfolds, and there's nothing with Christmas element at it at all. Die Hard happens all on Christmas Eve through a Christmas party with Christmas, like with people like worrying about Christmas. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, except with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, though, if it wasn't Christmas, he wouldn't have gotten into the situation where he would have gotten the part in the movie.
No, because of him stealing. That's right.
Christmas gifts, because he.
Yeah.
And then his friend gets shot. That blah 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 blah.
All right. Okay, so Lethal Weapon, number 6. Which I kind of forget Lethal Weapon happens around Christmas time as well. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I mean,
I don't think I've actually ever sat all the way through it.
It's fun. Then number 5 is the Star Wars Holiday Special.
I thought we didn't talk about that.
Number 4 is Batman Returns. Number 3, The War of the Roses, which I don't know anything about. Apparently it's directed by Danny DeVito, has Michael Douglas in it.
I'm so stupid. I've been waiting for this page to load, but I never hit next.
Nice. Brazil, which...
Oh, yeah, Brazil.
I've never actually watched all the way through.
I haven't either. It's almost like too... like.
It's a really weird, yeah.
It's a little too weird for me.
And then number 1 is Die Hard. But I have... Do you want to do your top 5 personal favorite Christmas movies? No, this isn't necessarily like unconventional or anything. It's like truly like what. So this list that Tommy's got a list and I got a list. And it's more like just what we like to watch during Christmas time or holiday time. Just that brings us the Christmas joy or the holiday spirit, the holiday joy. I keep saying Christmas and I'm like, I mean, it's holidays.
Holidays.
Yeah.
I didn't actually like. I kind of wanted to just go with my gut on it. So let's like kind of like what I did. If you guys listen to our Halloween segments, this is kind of what we did last time. Definitely The Ref.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't seen it, it's a very very cynical holiday movie starring Dennis Leary, Kevin Spacey, and crap.
I don't remember her name.
I looked it up too and I just forgot it. I looked it up at home. But that movie's just hilarious.
It's very funny.
It's very cynical.
Dude, the cops in it are like just...
Judy Davis,
yeah. The cops in that movie are so not helpful.
Yeah.
And just so dumb.
They're just dumb. A Christmas Story, I really like. It depresses me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know why I like it, because I find it really like a bummer, but I really like A Christmas Story.
How is it a bummer?
I don't know. There's something about it that depresses me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But I enjoy that one a lot. Scrooged, definitely up there. Well, if In Bruges is a Christmas movie, then I guess In Bruges. I just love that movie.
Well, I mean, you said Lord of the Rings. I mean, Lord of the Rings could be one of your Christmas movies.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, because I've come to realize that around this time of year, I'll watch one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Not The Hobbit, but actually Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Fuck The Hobbit.
Is there one specific out of the trilogy?
I think Two Towers.
Two Towers.
Because like Fellowship is great and all, but it's boring as shit for a lot of it. Like Clerks 2. Taking a fucking ring to a fucking volcano. But I think because it's like the Two Towers is what gets the ball rolling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just really cool. And I really like the writers of Rohan. I like their their culture. I think is really cool. And also their music. Because, you know, the score kind of changes. It's all similar, but depending on where they are and the location they are, the music changes. And I just really like the sweeping shots of Rohan with the do 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 do. I dig it. I'm always like, yeah, let's go to Rohan. Hang on, Rohan.
All right, so we got 4 for you right now. What is it? We got The Ref, Christmas Story,
Lord of the Rings,
Scrooged,
and then I guess for my like kid one, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we're reviewing? So we're reviewing some of your favorite movies.
Yeah, we're gonna review that one next time. But yeah,
did you want to like place those in that like genre thing that we were talking about?
No, because like 3 of them are cynical dark ones, so that's not really a point.
I would say you and I actually have very similar favorite Christmas movies.
Okay,
yeah.
What you got?
Because I got Scrooged and A Christmas Story on my list as well.
Oh, okay.
Like Scrooged is just, I mean, because I love Bill Murray. It's like it's my version of A Christmas Carol that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And A Christmas Story, I really love the writing of that movie.
The writing is
I
phenomenal.
love that it's like an 80s movie, but it's set in
the 50s.
Yeah, the 50s. Yeah, the 50s.
It's set in the mid 50s.
Yeah, it's mid 50s, and just like that, just it's like nostalgia on nostalgia, you know.
Yeah, and like what you're saying with the writing too, the dialogue is phenomenal in that movie.
The narration is just like it's almost like there's a part of it where you kind of wonder like how much of this like do you like trust your narrator, you know, you know, and just the whole like one of my favorite scenes is when he's helping his dad with a tire.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah. Oh, fudge.
I would have been like, and I didn't say fudge.
But I didn't say fudge. I said the mother of bad words. I said the...
Well, because even like I was saying too with the writing, what's really great about the writing and the narration is the adult portraying the emotion of young him.
Yeah.
Where it's the adult, but it's almost his what that moment, the emotion he was feeling.
He's feeling at that
even
moment,
though he's just recalling the situation.
Yeah,
like it's really well done.
And then the acting from the mom and the dad like is so over the top.
I just love the dad's cursing. When he's like messing with the dogs or what? Just anything, I guess. Really, just it reminds me of the bad guy in Home Alone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because Joe Pesci since it was supposed to be a kids movie, Joe Pesci couldn't curse.
Yeah, so he just made noises.
Had to just make noises. Yeah.
Or like I know it's like mean and probably it might actually upset people, but like when the dogs are like hounding the father and one of them gets its ear stuck in the door. Do you remember that?
Say that, what?
In Christmas Story, the dad's like coming through the kitchen and the dogs are like chasing him and he slams the door.
Oh, and one of the dogs,
and it's like whimpering and he just opens the door and serves you right. He's just like such a dick. He's just really entertaining.
It's so good, and it's a great. I remember my mom. I might really like it because my mom really liked it, so I got that.
That's I think that's my dad's favorite one.
It rubbed off really well.
Yeah,
you know, and my mom saying like like relating to it because she grew up in like the early 60s. And even though like, yeah, the movie's set in like the 50s, but there's definitely, she was like, she's like, the dad reminded her of her dad.
I was going to say, it's like, I wonder too, if because of our parents' age, that it is a sense of a big nostalgia for them as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because our parents are roughly around the same age,
mm-hmm.
but I think that might have a lot to do with it because it was their Christmas.
Yeah, it was like how their Christmas was as kids, and like as they're hearing the narrator kind of talk about it, it's like they're kind of like feeling that same feeling.
Yeah, it's like a heavy dose of nostalgia for them.
Yeah,
so it makes sense that both of our parents would like that would be like a staple in our houses. That's just funny.
And it's also, I mean, it's played on repeat for 24 hours straight on TBS every year on Christmas Day.
Why do they fucking do that?
It's great because honestly, that's like when like Christmas Day, I just put my TV on like just kind of quiet, and if I'm not playing video games or anything, or I have friends around, I just put TBS on.
Yeah, it's
I just put TV, and it's just like because you know, like you'll like stop for a moment and you look over the TV and you're like, oh, this is I really like this moment, like when he's like sitting on Santa's lap and you know he freezes up. And Santa's like, all right, we'll get you a train. He goes to put him on the slide. And Ralphie like crawls up, back up the letters, like, and he's like, I want the Red Ryder BB gun, like the BB gun and whatnot. And Santa's, you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Well, that's like another like really fun thing about that movie too, is the fact that it is just very much, it's like, you know, it's about a kid wanting to get a BB gun. That's basically it. Yeah. But then it has that wonderful child's imagination aspect where you get this kind of touch of fantasy from what he's imagining.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's very grounded in reality, but you get these fantastical moments where he's the Lone Ranger and shit.
Yeah, I love that.
You know,
with all the burglars coming in.
Yeah, like that's a really
his mom
cool...
and dad and his little baby.
They're all cowering under the table.
Oh, Ralphie's here now.
They're wearing the Daniel Boone raccoon hat. You know, it's ridiculous, but it's
so good.
It's really good though.
So yeah, Scrooged and Christmas Story, definitely my two of my favorites. Gremlins, 100%. I fucking love Gremlins. I mean,
did you hear they're making a third one?
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath, but like I'm kind of excited. It's been a while.
I think it's been long enough.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I love Gizmo. I got like 3 Gizmo like dolls and stuff in my apartment.
Background on your phone.
Yeah, I know.
Do you like the second one?
Yeah, dude. The second one's great.
Yeah, okay, I like the second one
too. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is definitely one of my favorites as well. Just the sledding when he's like sledding down. He puts the.
I've never actually seen it.
You've never seen a Christmas Vacation?
I've only really ever seen like the first one.
If there's anything you need to watch this year, like going into our next like Side B podcast, it is definitely a Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
You will love Chevy Chase in that. Cause you also, I mean, the way that you like the first one, just like Vacation, Chevy Chase's reactions in this movie are just as classic.
You're talking about the don't touch.
Yeah.
Don't touch. It's like I've seen that movie thousands of times, and that scene still cracks me up every single time.
You will love it. You will love it. You will love it so much. And like Cousin Eddie is even a bigger role in it. And
cool.
He's just fucking, and like the rest, like there's the grandparents. There's more, like you get more of the family in this movie.
What's their name again? The family name?
Oh, God damn it.
I want to say like Oswald.
Yes, thank you.
It's not Oswald.
No,
Gryffindor.
Oh, I got some friends listening to this right now that are so upset at me.
Griswold.
Griswolds.
Is that what it is?
The
that
Griswold.
Right?
Yeah.
The Griswolds. Okay.
Yeah. You definitely need to watch. You need to watch Christmas Vacation within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Like, has Fallon seen it?
I don't remember.
Because I think even Fallon would enjoy it too. And then I guess like, I was kind of like in a tie between like my number 5 between 3 movies.
Okay, what are they?
The Ref, Nightmare Before Christmas, and really,
I'm over it. I've seen it too many times.
I mean, I feel you there. Like, I definitely like I
don't think it's a bad movie. I just don't want to watch it again.
I definitely was like, it's like the right time it's like not all the time anymore, but it's like if I was over at a friend's house and they were like, hey, let's put on A Nightmare Before Christmas, like a Christmas Day, and they're like, let's watch A Nightmare Before Christmas. I'd be like, yeah, sure, why not?
That's only
it's also only an hour.
That's the only like part in a play I would ever want to like try out for.
Jack
or Oogie Boogie.
Or Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think Oogie Boogie would be really fun.
And then 8 Crazy Nights, oddly enough, as well, which is why I kind of kept saying like
the Adam Sandler animated
yes,
one?
dude.
Oh my God, I haven't thought about that movie in
It is. I love it so much. It's just like how...
If you want to watch a really over-the-top, un-PC, offensive Christmas movie, there you go.
It's not a Christmas movie. Yeah,
it's a Hanukkah movie.
It's more of a... Yeah, it's definitely a Hanukkah movie.
It's a musical.
Yeah, it is. No, it's so great. It's like how... Just the shit he does to the old man that I can't remember the name of, like who's like
the little furry one.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were always picking on me.
He's always having like strokes.
He's having a seizure all the time.
Yeah, he's having seizures.
He gets so upset that he has seizures all the time.
I forgot about that movie.
It's so oh man, but Adam Sandler. I mean, but then it's like it also has like that holiday spirit story, like the redemption. The like,
what is the point of that movie? What is the plot? What is the conflict? Is it like he's like a Grinch basically, right?
Yeah, pretty much. He's like
he's anti-holiday, and then
well, he lost his parents when he was really young, and like so he's just like has like a bitter like idea about holidays and Hanukkah.
Yeah,
and there's this like young kid that looks up to him, and so he has to like learn his ways to become a better person, so he can actually be a role model and be a good person, good spirited person and whatnot. It's a fucking classic Adam Sandler storyline.
Oh, I did watch Big Daddy again.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's good.
Dude, it totally holds up.
Because I was talking shit about it a while ago.
No, it's actually, dude, it's a tearjerker. Actually,
it's cute.
Like when he's getting like, and when he's in the courthouse and he's
Zach and Cody, yeah,
and the kids getting taken away. That's a hard scene.
Yeah, I know. It was funny. I forgot that.
When he just pukes on the floor and he starts crying, he's like, "Oh no, it's okay."
His obsession with newspaper.
Yeah, we'll just cover it with newspaper, man. We'll just cover it with newspaper.
Any mess he makes, he puts newspaper on it.
I'm Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve. Yeah, it was pretty cute.
But yeah, so yeah, it's like, I guess that's my top 7.
What were the 3?
3 that I was tied with.
Yeah,
the Ref, Nightmare Before Christmas, and 8 Crazy Nights.
8 Crazy Nights, then.
You would say 8 Crazy Nights?
Well, because I already have the Ref. So that's mine. You can't have that one.
Oh, I see. It's like, I do kind of lean more on A Nightmare Before Christmas just because like that nostalgia and that feel that I have for it. But 8 Crazy Nights just like speaks to me in a really weird, and I'm not even Jewish. So obviously.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be Jewish.
Sorry, that was, I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh, fuck. Someone's going down.
But like really randomly, something I've always really dreamed about with Nightmare Before Christmas is I would freaking love if Tom Waits did a cover of the Oogie Boogie song.
We've talked about that before. Yeah, that would be really
cool. Would that be? But like, don't just take the song and just sing over it. Like,
have him do his own version.
Yeah, like his own version of it. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever. Tom Waits, if you're listening to this, do Oogie Boogie song.
Tom Waits, if you're listening to us, sponsor us. Give us money.
I love you as the devil. So we're kind of getting to the kind of the tail end here. Do you want to talk about Mandalorian?
Yeah, let's get into the Mandalorian.
So spoiler alert, we're going to start talking about the Mandalorian.
Hey, Mandalorian. So what do we leave off of? What do we leave off with last time on the Mandalorian?
The water planet?
Yes.
And Mandalorian boobs?
Oh, yeah. Mandalorian boobs, yes. Yeah, Bo-Katan.
Yeah, Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan sending Din Djarin, yeah.
Mando, whatever.
Off to look for Ahsoka Tano.
So, yeah, okay, so
we have 2 episodes, which is him back with
oh yeah, where they go and they blow up the like Imperial.
The what's supposed to be like just kind of like an abandoned Imperial base that's actually a fucking like hidden like underground
clone.
It's like a secret base. Like they're making Snoke clones.
Is that what it was supposed to be?
That's what it looked like. Snoke clone. Or they're starting the Emperor clones, and they're using Grogu's blood apparently to like make some type of shit. And
do you think that's to make like make sure the clone is force sensitive?
Possibly, yeah.
But it's like so Snoke is supposed to be a clone of Palpatine. Is that what we?
That's kind of what they implied in Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. Like he's the failed clones.
But Palpatine's not dead. Why are they cloning him?
I don't, dude. We need to watch Rise of Skywalker again. There was the last like 45 minutes of that movie kind of like don't make sense.
Like just writing, they were kind of like. I remember feeling like it was really scrambled.
No, exactly.
Like scrambling for quick, put it together.
No, because like I feel like Rise of Skywalker, they fought so hard to just kind of eradicate everything that was happened in the Last Jedi. You know, because like everybody was so upset with the Last Jedi, even though the Last Jedi is probably one of the better of the three the sequels.
I would agree with that, except it still sucks.
I mean, the thing that I say that it's one of the best of the sequels is because it Ryan Johnson, the writer director for it, he really that's his name, right? He really tried he's tried to follow still like the Star Wars idea and mold, but he tried to break, like he didn't want it to be pandering, kind of like what Force Awakens was. He wanted this to start to become like their own fleshed out storylines and whatnot. I felt, and he did a good job with that. And I felt if he could have like continued with his own version,
yes, Ryan
Johnson for Rise of Skywalker, or whatever it was. It could have been really good. Like it could have made Last Jedi better. You know,
I just didn't like Lost Jedi for like the copy paste shit that they were doing. Like,
what do you mean?
Like that whole scene with the AT-ATs on crack. The bigger AT-ATs going to the base. I'm like, okay, so we're doing Hoth again, but not doing...
Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
That really just irritated... Because I found that pandering. I was like,
I guess I don't remember much of that part. I'm remembering more of, like, going and trying to find the like, Benicio del Toro's character...
Oh, at the casino planet.
And
wait, what?
What?
Man, I... really don't.
We need to just rewatch the sequels.
Because even then I was like, wasn't that in Han Solo? Wasn't that in Solo?
No, that wasn't in Solo.
No?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, we just need to rewatch the sequels. But let's go back to The Mandalorian.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
So yeah, he that episode was a really big filler, but I don't know, I enjoyed it.
That was one of my favorite filler episodes.
Because it went from being a filler to kind of being like, oh, this is an important filler.
Yeah, like this is there's actually real
like when he's sitting there, like when they get into the base and Mando's like, what is this? You said this place was abandoned. This looks fully operational.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of soldiers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all very like underground hidden. You find out that they actually got something from the child from Grogu, that they got some of his blood, and that they need another sample, so that's why they're searching. And then it leaves that hangar with Moff, whatever his name
Tarfin.
is. Yeah.
Moff
Tarfin.
Moff
Yeah.
Tarfin.
With all of the like what looks like empty shells of like black stormtroopers, which almost look like...
I thought they looked like robots.
Were they robots?
I don't know. They never gave you such a real clear image.
It looked like empty shells of like armor. Like it was like remember like Vader's... It's almost like what would like lead into like Kylo Ren's The Knights of Ren, and then didn't Vader have his own like trooper core? Yeah,
but they didn't wear black though.
No, they didn't. I know, but I'm just trying to like think
the 501st or whatever.
Yeah.
His clone troopers.
Yeah.
Since he was a Jedi.
Yeah, but it could be just like I don't know, troopers. Like I think they might be trying to make troopers that are force sensitive as well.
I was listening. It was just weird about this whole like this timeline in Star Wars. I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about it, and they kind of made a good point. They were talking about Fallen Order.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of like with these movies and then these gaps in between them, between each like three of them. You know, let's say the originals and then the prequels and then now these sequels, is that you have these really pretty significant time gaps. But you know what happens. So now you have to take these two time gaps and you have to fill in like how are we gonna get to the New Order?
Yeah.
Even in the new ones, they didn't really talk about what is even the New Order. It's basically just a rebranding of the Empire. But
yeah, how did the Empire kind of take over?
Yeah, it's just it's like from a writing standpoint, it is kind of like I feel like it would be hard because you have to sit there and you'd be like, we have this many years that we need to cover, and we need to find some way to link these two ideas. So I don't know. I just think it's going to be weird. But yeah, so we have this whole clone situation again. Star Wars is really starting to like their clones.
Yeah,
Like.
well, they have the power. So yeah, I mean that was kind of like, and then also like Gina Carano's character, I can't remember her name, but she's like getting offered to like go and like be part of the rebel force, or not the rebel force, but what is it? The New
Republic.
The New Republic, yeah. And she's refusing because she's a bounty hunter or whatever.
She's a marshal now.
Yeah, she's the marshal. She's like sheriff of this town, protecting them.
It wasn't until this filler episode that I realized that the mole on her face isn't a mole.
No, it's like a rebel's tattoo. Yeah,
I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. I was like, oh shit, that's a tattoo.
But then the most recent episode with Ahsoka Tano was really the coolest and like the best one so far.
Yeah, that was the best one so far. Did you watch Rebels?
I have not watched Rebels.
I'm trying to figure out why her lightsabers are white, like a gray Jedi.
Oh, there's a lot of lore about her being actually the truest gray Jedi.
Yeah, like after the fall of the Jedi Temple.
Because she refused to actually join the Jedi Order.
But she was Anakin's Padawan.
That's why. Because Anakin turned to the dark side. And so she lost her faith in what the Jedi Order and the Jedi Temple stood for, but still believed in the Force.
How can you join a club that's no longer around?
Because there was still remnants of it.
Like in hiding and everything after the Great Purge. Yeah. I'm kind of curious. It was cool, like her talking about, like I really did like that she kind of like acknowledged the elephant in the room about the child being
attached to,
about acknowledgement of Yoda.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna be like, it's gonna be weird if you're not gonna bring up that you've met a being similar to this one here. Yeah. And I like that they brought that up, and I wanted a Vader reference of some sort.
I mean, she kind of did.
Kinda.
I mean, she also probably doesn't really want to bring up Vader because it hurts too much.
Yeah.
She lost one of her best friends.
I wanted like a Vader flashback.
Oof.
That'd been cool.
But so just really quick, just to get it out, what do you think of the name for the child? What do you think of Grogu? Are you indifferent? Do you like it?
I don't care.
You don't really care?
I don't really care. It's a Star Wars name, you know.
There was some uproar online apparently because it didn't begin with a Y, and there was a huge like that whole thing that like apparently everyone in Yoda's species, their name was supposed to begin with a Y. That some fan made it and said like maybe like 25, 30 years ago. And
where would they?
Because there was Yoda, and then like the female one in like Attack of the Clones is Yaddle.
That's weird. It's really weird to me to get in an uproar about that.
I know.
It's amazing what people get upset about these
dude,
days.
Right?
Like,
it's not Star Wars because it doesn't begin with a Y.
It's like this little animatronic doll, basically. Its name is really...
My neckbeard will come alive and eat you.
That's like so weird to me. I mean, it's like if you hate the name just because you think it sounds stupid, okay, like
yeah, whatever. But I mean, also everything in the fucking Star Wars, like
that's my point. Is like names.
All of the names in Star, like
all the names in Star Wars are weird.
Yeah,
like they're all very eclectic and different, and you know, it's like who gives a shit.
It's like it's all sci-fi.
Han Solo.
Yeah,
you know, like
but Solo's because he was by himself as he was getting on into.
Jabba the Hutt. You know, it's like, who cares?
But the Hutt are a group of people.
But Jabba. Like, it's like a lot of the names are just noises.
Right, like,
Jabba. Yeah. Like,
Lipita.
It's like basically George Lucas is like, when he was trying to think of names, he just stubbed his toe and then wrote it down.
Like,
you know?
Somebody smack me. Tohahu.
Yeah.
Tohahu. Yeah. All right, got it.
Yeah, you know. Like, That's not a bad idea for making up names, actually.
But I think the best part of that entire episode, though, well, I mean, it was kind of cool to like see that, to learn what's happening. Like, all I would do actually really quick, like, for how much that Grogu is kind of like using the Force for his own like ways is very much, and I see why Ahsoka was like, I'm not gonna train him, because he's already gone so far awry from like the Jedi path in a way, like the path of the light side.
Yeah,
that he's using his Force already for his own benefit.
Oh, kind of like what Anakin was doing, like flirting with Padme.
Yes, exactly.
Obi-Wan would be so upset with me.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
So,
well, then also the thing too is we don't know how old
Grogu is.
Yeah, because I mean,
he's at least 50.
They age slower, so for all we know, he could be way older. Mm-hmm. Just because he's little doesn't mean we have any idea how old he is.
But it was really cool for Ahsoka to like point out like how the attachment that he has grown to Din Djarin and whatnot, and that's kind of cute. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the best.
I didn't think about that.
What?
The whole like
the way that he used the Force.
He's playing with it. It's like a toy. It's like
it's a very quick way to the dark side.
Yeah. He like uses it for like self gratification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how terrifying it'd be for like if Yoda was on the dark side?
He's a cool bad guy because the way he speaks.
Oh God!
Kill you, I will. Addicted to ketamine.
I think what I got to give. I forgot to look up who wrote this episode, and let alone who directed this episode. But this episode, really at the end of it, with like the standoff between Mando and like the magistrate's like head of security or whatever, and then the magistrate and Ahsoka.
That was cool.
It was like it because Star Wars is a space western with samurai influences. If you really want to break it down.
Yeah. And
so you have this western standoff with the bounty hunter and the head of security.
Oh, you mean like a very...
Yeah. And then you have the samurai fight with Ahsoka and the magistrate.
Yeah, I even saw...
and even the way that they're filmed is very much like... That's very like... Ahsoka and the magistrate's fight is very much filmed in like a classic... samurai movie, kung fu.
Yeah, someone even did a comparison and took like a picture of Seven Samurai and a shot from this specific scene.
And then you keep cutting back over to Din Djarin and this other in the fucking security guy, and it's like a standoff in a classic American Western, with Clint Eastwood or whatnot. And it's just like it was so well crafted, so well shot. And so well executed. The last like 10 minutes of that episode were so good.
It was really cool.
Some of the best Star Wars cinema that I think has ever been captured.
Yeah, that was really cool. And the fight scene was really cool. I really did like that because we were talking about it too last time when we were talking about Mandalorian. I liked that they brought in weapons that were not lightsabers that you could use to fight someone with a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, really, the Beskar metal and whatnot.
Yeah, that was cool.
I mean, well, I don't know if you shared this with me, but during... I read a thing about during the Mando Jedi Wars that the Mandalorians they were realizing that their blasters weren't working against the Jedis because their fucking their lightsabers are just going to deflect their blasters. So they designed a special like blaster bullet that when they would try to deflect it, it would explode on impact and blind the Jedi.
That's cool.
So it's like, fuck you, space wizard, and your swords. Take this.
Yeah. Take some boom boom.
Exactly. So the it's like Beskar being like a strong enough like alloy and metal to withstand the attack of a lightsaber, which there's not really. I don't think there's any other metal that can do that. Which is it's a Mandalorian designed.
Oh, vibroblade.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's all like
that's how the blade actually like moves.
Yeah,
I think.
So like, yeah, like.
How do like that? I said vibroblade and then did this,
and nobody can see you shaking your hand like that.
You can.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I hope that there is going to be a little bit more of a Ahsoka Tano, and Rosario Dawson did a great job with her as well.
Did you see the other like speaking of like outrage? Apparently, like the tendrils that
because they're too short
that Twi'leks have. right? Twi'leks, that's what they're called.
Yeah,
her species. No, it was something. It was either too short or she was missing. Like in the series, she had more, as opposed to just like the 3.
Oh, I thought it was only 3.
It was something like this, but basically, people were bitching and moaning about how apparently like different she looked.
Yeah,
and then I just saw like someone like took that, like someone's comment about being irritated about that, and then brought up a picture of Christopher Lee.
Oh, I saw.
As Dooku, and then him from the.
And it's like, if you're upset about this, then why aren't you so upset about this?
Yeah, you're getting it's an animated.
Or if you're not upset about this, you shouldn't be upset about this.
Yeah, it's just like you're talking about an animated, super.
It's like animation versus live action. Come on,
and not even real. Very like geometrical, very kind of like a very specific style of animation.
Exactly, and animation itself is always going to be some form of exaggeration of something.
Yeah,
like
you like Christian Haydenson, is that his name?
Good. Yeah.
Anakin. They don't.
Hayden Christian.
Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
And Ewan
McGregor.
Like like
they look completely different.
They don't
between.
Look, yeah, it's like it's just annoying, but
it's like they took a little bit of the likeliness of the characters and put them into the Star Wars Clone Wars. But I mean, because I saw that picture of like Ahsoka, like her tendrils in Rebels are like really long, like down to her like waist or past her waist, and then in the live action, they're just like right above her shoulder. But I don't know, like why does it matter that much?
Why?
And what do you know about her species? And like maybe those tendrils grow, and
or
short,
you know. And by the end of the episode, she's looking for.
Oh, that she's looking for the main bad guy from Rebels.
Oh, is that who? That's who I didn't recognize.
I didn't recognize the name really that well as well, but like I did a little bit of research, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the main bad guys from Rebels.
What is the main bad guy from Rebels?
I've never watched Rebels.
Oh, didn't know if you were reading.
No. It was more of like and this person brought back from Rebels. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, because I got really excited for a second because when she was saying that, tell me where your master is, I was like, are we getting into some Sith stuff?
Yeah,
let's get into some Sith stuff.
Like, is it going to be Darth Maul? Who's Darth Maul?
Yeah, and then they said the name, and I went, that doesn't mean anything to me. But I was just like, oh, is this lady like a Sith? And she like lost her lightsabers or something? But
no, I think those lightsabers are her new lightsabers that she made.
What happened to Darth Maul in the Clone Wars? I don't remember.
I don't know if I still need to finish the final season the final 2 seasons of Clone Wars.
When Darth Maul comes back, that's the coolest. That's what
Oh no, I know.
That's the coolest shit.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I think he's in Rebels as well, so I don't think he's dead. I don't think he gets finished in Clone Wars.
I don't know.
We just need to finish off we
have a lot of Star Wars shit to watch apparently. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was definitely one of the better ones. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. It had a really good arc.
Yeah. And I really just like.
I mean, we're only 2 episodes left.
Oh, really? For the season?
Yeah, there's only 8 episodes.
Oh. So another filler and then another twisty episode.
Either another filler or they'll do kind of like what
season finale kind of thing.
Yeah, do like a 2-part season finale like they did last time.
Oh yeah, they could do that.
I really want them to bring back Bo-Katan. I just kind of want to see Katie Sackhoff again.
Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna do like a big like rallying of the troops.
Kind of like what they did in the last season.
They're gonna rally all the troops for whatever reason. I thought the white lightsabers were really cool.
Those were really cool. What was the color of lightsaber you chose to run around with in Fallen Order?
Orange, I think.
Orange.
Yeah, because one of my favorite Star Wars characters had an orange one.
I ran around with orange, I think, as well at the beginning.
What was her name?
Until you actually get your crystal and like can choose which color you want, and then I ran around with gold.
Did it bug you that like you could like customize them and everything, but it didn't actually like change the stats or?
Yeah,
that kind of bugged me.
Yeah, it was like more just
pure
like
cosmetic.
It was pure cosmetic. Yeah, which
Bastila. Yeah. That's my favorite Star Wars character.
Bastila? Which one is that?
She's from Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, okay.
She's badass. She did this thing called battle meditation.
Oh, where she could like project herself and like.
No, she could manipulate morale.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about this.
So
yeah,
she would be like sitting on like the command ship and just meditating, and she'd make it so like her troops would, we can do this, or like make all the other.
She was like despair. A bug.
Yeah, basically, but like on a epic scale.
Yeah.
And then she was badass. And if you got her to go to the dark side, well, yeah, she was cool. She was a cool Sith too. She was a cool, really. That's what I liked about her. She was a really cool Jedi
and a really cool
Sith. Like
nice.
Either way, her character just developed really interestingly. I remember really liking her. But yeah, so I went with orange.
Yeah, and I eventually went with gold because
it's hard to tell what those two. It was yellow, orange. It was orangey yellow.
Well, I mean, it was like yellow gold. I mean, it clearly looked more gold in like the picture, you know. And then I don't know, it looked really cool. Like I always did like the double-sided lightsaber through the rest of through the entire game as well. Once I got that unlocked,
because you could do double-sided or you could
do two-handed. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was a good game, man.
I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I think we're I think we're at time.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for checking in, listening. Join us next week. We will be doing another holiday episode. We're doing Muppets Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas Carol, which I haven't seen since I was a kid.
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Yeah, so it'll be. And next week, let's make sure that we have a lot more knowledge of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Story or
yes.
Christmas Carol.
And it'll be fun too, because then we'll also probably get into a lot of just the magic behind the Muppets.
Yeah,
and the puppeteering and all that kind of stuff, which is always really fun to check out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure to share our stuff. Share it with friends, people that might like to listen to us.
That might like it.
Yeah, thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Happy holidays, and
yeah, happy holidays, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Or talk to you soon, I guess. Talk at you.
Talk at you. Yeah.
Make your ears bleed. Oh.
Great.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.